What's going on, Jerome's? So this is a day that Vikings fans have been looking forward to for a couple of years. Now, it's nothing against Bradbury personally, but it just didn't work out. And the Vikings held on to Bradbury too long, even though an issue with the Vikings was that interior pass protection, which frankly sunk a lot of the Vikings prospects over the last couple of years. But I feel a little melancholy, right? I feel like the true euphoria was when the Vikings signed Ryan Kelly, and it was pretty clear that the Bradbury era was going to end. But now this is just a fait accompli. Just signed in the divorce docs, and we're gone. We're gone. Pelissero, the Vikings are releasing veteran center Garrett Bradbury with a post-June 1st designation per me and Rap Sheet. After trying to trade him, Minnesota now officially moves on from Bradbury, their former first-round pick. And as a post-June 1st designation, Vikings take on a little bit more dead cap in 2026, but they free up $5.25 million in 2025, which is pretty damn good. So basically, post-June 1st designation keeps the prorated signing bonus in place as opposed to coming home to roost all at once this year, but it's mainly just a procedural thing. But the Vikings, they're saving up cap space or something this year. I don't know. But Bradbury, like we said, tried his best, didn't work out. All right, and I do feel like the Vikings hung on to him too long, but it is what it is. Vikings had a heartfelt thank you to Garrett Bradbury. We're appreciative of everything Garrett did for 6 seasons in Minnesota. All the other teams in the NFC North need to send a thank you to Garrett Bradbury too, for the last 6 years of his service. Yeah, but it wasn't supposed to be like this, man. He was supposed to be that undersized but uber athletic, the new Jason Kelsey type center coming out of NC State. Go Wolfpack. The Grim Reacher is supposed to be perfect in outside zone, but I mean, there was issues. And he was a good leader. He was a solid run blocker, but pass protection-wise, it just wasn't great. And his first 3 years, he was graded out as one of the worst, if not the worst center in the league. Under the Kevin O'Connell, Chris Cooper regime, he improved to, I don't know, top 20 center, which, and every single year, just like he bulked up, anchor's going to be good. He bulked up, the anchor's going to be good, and it's just never panned out. But Ryan Kelly, even though he's the older veteran, a little bit longer in the tooth, will bring some stability to that interior offensive line, and he's a clear upgrade. He absolutely is. And now the Vikings, I mean, the offensive line looks pretty good on paper, on purpose. Darisaw, Brandel for now. Could be Rouse, could be someone else. Ryan Kelly at center, Will Fries at right guard, Brian O'Neill at right tackle. I do think that Kelly on a 2-year deal, a little bit older. I do think that Juergens is the man that they want at the pivot, taking over in 2027. We shall see. But overall, like Bradbury, I don't know, like it just didn't work. He tried. The team had faith. The team extended him. So, but I don't know. But there will be destinations for him. And there have been some hope that the Vikings could pull off a trade. I didn't really see it happening. But the Patriots, Falcons, Colts, Rams all could be in the market for Bradbury, especially the Patriots. It seems like they're pretty much jonesing for him. So pray for Drake May. Ooh, that rhymes. Yeah. And yeah, theoretically, the Vikings could have just squatted on Bradbury's rights up until the start of the season because none of his $4.9 million base was guaranteed. But the Vikings ain't going to do Bradbury dirty like that. Cutting him now gives him a chance to get out there while there's still some free agent money to be had. Doesn't impact the Vikings comp picks either way. You don't get credit for a player that's been cut with an existing contract. Also, he can find some place to land before the draft, even though it's not really a top-heavy draft in terms of centers. I mean, what? Wilson, McLaughlin, Arms of an Angel, Winters, maybe. Zabel if you move to center, sure. But overall, like, he's able to find a spot and work in the offseason program, get into training camp, and go from there. But, I have no ill will towards Bradbury, but I'm really glad that he's not the center of my football team anymore. Right, and I do think that Ryan Kelly is a massive improvement. I think that the Vikings' interior offensive line has been in need of a massive overhaul for the last couple of years. I'm glad that Kwesi finally is taking things seriously now that he has the flexibility to get on, get out, and get out of things. But overall, like Kwesi got a 6th-round pick for Ed Ingram, got rid of that contract, and as well as got rid of Garrett Bradbury and freed up $5 million in cap space. So I think things worked out pretty damn good. Wishing Bradbury the best. Hopefully he goes to the Patriots. Hopefully Drake May doesn't die. That's all. Your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings cut Garrett Bradbury after 6 seasons. It's been real. It's been fun. It was not real fun. Anyways, you guys know what to do. Comment in the comment section. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.